A little sassafras. I like that. Then you're gonna love me. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like our videos. If you'd like to support the channel, visit our spring store for our custom designed t-shirts. What's up, Cooper?
Just getting sassed over here.
We got root beer guitars. So Sassafras 714s is the name of the game for the Fall Limiteds from Taylor this year. They've also done some other guitars which we haven't received yet as part of a trifecta for the fall. We've got Sassafras 714s and a pair of GS Minis.
Yeah, with koa back and sides, layered koa and spruce top. Kind of a cool little special thing there.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Like a K14 GS Mini. Yeah.
There you go. But I'm very excited to be able to review these. We've had Sassafras Limiteds in the past. Have you had a chance to play any of the ones? It's been a few years.
Yeah, I have played them. I know for sure that I've played like the T5Z Sassafras, but this is, definitely been a while since I've kind of played Sassafras guitar. So yeah, it's cool to have them back in here.
So we're big fans. If you're not familiar with Sassafras, you can check out some of those videos that we've shot. All of those are basically limited editions. They're long gone. You might find them in the used market. But the good thing is that we have new Sassafras guitars in very limited numbers. So this is the PSA, right? If you're watching this video 6 months from now, they're gone. Okay, that's it. Sorry. But they're very, very cool guitars. And I was remarking to Cooper and to our mutual friend Manny the other day that these happen to be, or this happens to be probably one of my favorite tone woods. What are your thoughts on it as far as what it does to the guitar?
Well, Chris was playing it earlier, kind of before we were shooting, and I think you put it in the best kind of way. It's a little mahogany-esque, but with some different kind of bumps up and EQ spots. I think you said some of the low end is bumped up a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I think we've seen it with maple. People see a lighter tone wood and they kind of they see dark rosewood, they think that it's dark, and they see light tone woods, they think that it's a lighter sound, but it's not really the case.
Yeah.
And sassafras, pretty hard wood, right?
Yeah, I don't know where it falls in the density of things, but there's a lot about it that reminds me of really good mahogany. The thing that's interesting about it is it's kind of like mahogany in the mid-range. It's got more of the glassy treble like maple does, but the mid-range is not mid-range. It's like low mids.
Yeah.
It's weird. It sits in a frequency that I don't think any other tone wood that I'm familiar with sits.
Yeah.
And so it kind of occupies this special place. I also think it's very reflective of the player in some respect, particularly how they've paired it here. So in the past, they did an 800 series Sassafras at one point. They've done, I think the first series they did was 700 like 7 years ago or 6 years ago, something like that. And then they did a 900 series for a bit, which were really, really cool. But these have been phenomenal guitars. So if you're not familiar with Sassafras, this is actually from Down Under. This is Tasmanian black-hearted sassafras. And it can be a range of colors. You can see on the one that Cooper has, the back is very blonde, very palish. The sides, though, have some really dark streaks, some of it black, some of it pinkish and brown and purple. You can see here all of the various coloration. And the reason that happens almost somewhat randomly is it is random. It's staining that takes place in the tree from fungus. So the tree meets a fungi, and this is what happens. Hey.
I'm a fun guy.
Yeah. So yeah, it can be kind of all sorts of things. It doesn't damage the wood at all. It just colors it this way.
Yeah.
So you would take this, what would typically be very pale, kind of unremarkable wood that otherwise has a really beautiful sound to it, and you get this amazing and varied coloration on these guitars that can be kind of all over the place. The sides of yours are pretty striking.
Yeah, I love the sides on here. And the thing is, I think we've gotten maybe 4 in so far. We've sold a couple already, and every single one is so different.
Yeah.
So you kind of open these up, you see, and then there's a lot more of the kind of black streaks on yours. But it's weird when you get up close to this, there's so much kind of 3-dimensional stuff in there. Every single one is cool in its own way. And then it's like a totally different game over here on the sides. But I mean, they're all really cool. It's like a rare trading card. You open it up, you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And I mean, pretty much the people that have gotten them so far, they just open a box, the first one, they love it, they take it. You know, it's cool. It's kind of, you know, every one's sort of one of a kind.
Yeah, every single one is definitely unique. So they've paired this with a 700 series with Lutz Spruce, or Lutz Spruce, which is a really nice pairing because you've got that really unique kind of low, mid-range hump that this, the tone wood EQs the guitar to. And then I find this Lutz Spruce to really accentuate low end anyway and have a really high ceiling for volume. It's kind of a mix between Sitka and Adirondack anyway. It's a hybrid species in that regard. As you get this creamy kind of white top that pairs well with this wood, you get all the beautiful appointments of the 7 Series typically. They didn't do the pick guard because it really works aesthetically without the pick guard in this regard, since it's not a dark wood like rosewood would typically be. But you still have the kind of the fir herringbone purfling, the same rosette, the reflection inlay that you would typically see on the 700 series, along with the wood binding. And we're a fan of the series period because of the beautiful wood appointments that's on the guitar. And so it's a really nice complement to the kind of wild figuring that we get from Tasmania with this Blackhearted Sassafras.
Yeah, I always find I like when especially when there's like a very exotic, detailed tone wood on the back and sides, a very, stark white almost top without a pick guard, I think is such a good look. Do you know what the name of the inlay is?
Reflections.
Reflections.
Yeah, because it looks like reflections.
It's cool. Yeah, I like that inlay. It's almost like the diamond snowflake a little bit from Martin.
Yeah, a little bigger, a little more stylized.
Yeah, it's just kind of more modernized. I like that a lot. Yeah, it's a very pretty guitar. I'm not positive how many we're going to get in because we kind of want all of them that we can have.
We do want all of them, Taylor. We want them all. So
it's usually tough because we get to say like, we only got 5 of these, we only got 2 of these or 10 of these, but who's to say?
Yeah.
Because they're flowing in, day by day. So it's kind of sad when we get that last one and then don't know if it's going to be the last one or not.
Yeah. But I've said kind of what they sound like. Let's demo them. You can hear for yourself. So hopefully you're not listening on your phone. You've got good headphones or good speakers. Put your ears on and take a listen for yourself. Check it out. So there you have it, the Taylor limited edition 714ce with Tasmanian, Blackheart, and Sassafras for the back and sides. It's limited for the fall of 2021. And once they're gone, they are gone. And again, you know what? I love these guitars. Every time they put these out, I've adored every single one. And I'm a huge fan of the Tonewood. I really am. If I ever get a chance, honey, if you're listening, to do another custom build with Taylor, it's high on my maybe I'll go with that Tonewood list. Because it brings a lot of uniqueness to the table. You know, the way I come down on it is some people will get like the same of everything. You know, if they collect guitars, they'll have 19 Strats, you know, or whatever. And that's cool if that's your thing. For me, I like to get pieces that are unique and complementary, something that I add to my collection that isn't like anything else. And I can guarantee you, I don't care how many guitars you have, unless you already have something that has sassafras, you can add one of these and it will sound different compared to anything else that you have. That's how unique of a sound profile this Tonewood has.
Yeah, and there's a very short list of Tonewoods that you can have such a unique kind of display sort of look.
Yeah.
I mean, Macassar Ebony, Koa, Sassafras. I mean, if you're into exotic woods and something that's going to look different from any other one that exists in the world, it's a really good option. And also, it's a lighter variety, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
This is one to display on the wall
backwards. Yeah, for sure. They put the strings on the wrong side, Doyle Dyke should say. So, anyways, if you'd like more information about these guitars, go to our website. It's alamomusic.com. And to Cooper's point earlier, every single one is unique. So the good thing is, while we take photos of all of our inventory, we're going to display one on our website. You can chat with our sales staff live, and they can get you photos of the ones we still have in stock available, and you might be able to pick out one, unless it's the last one, and then you get what you get. And you don't throw a fit. You hear me? Okay.
It's a little sass.
A little sass. Well, yeah, I'm holding a sassy guitar. It's time for some sass. So alamomusic.com, and if you're watching this 6 months from now, well, they're cool guitars.
Yeah, there's going to be more fall limited someday.
Someday,
Keep your eyes open.
just put it on your list of guitars you missed out on, so that the next time it comes up, you know, you just add it. You know, alert, Alamo Music, when they have Sassafras guitars, I want to know. Yeah, do that thing. So, but yeah, anything else they should know? These guitars are just awesome.
They're awesome, and if you're in the market for a cool special GS Mini, keep your eyes open on the site and on the channel as well, because again, we're not positive on how many we're going to get, hopefully a lot, but it's kind of a special thing that they're going to be doing with GS Minis.
Yeah, those will also be very limited. As soon as they come in, we will be reviewing them. So if you haven't already, what should they do?
You got to turn your notifications on, like ASAP.
You got to subscribe first.
Yeah.
Hit the button, hit the thumb, and then turn on the notes.
Hit the bell, I think.
Bell.
Yeah.
Ring my bell?
Yeah, I think that's a copyright.
I think so.
Yeah.
So definitely do those things. And remember, at the end of the day, the very best guitar in the world is the one that has been stained by a fun guy. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.